Hello, cancer fans.
Hi, everyone. Mousy says hello, too. So
Yep,
we're
there's our little
back.
tiny dog.
We're back from
Full
our
grown.
long hiatus. I think we were both feeling the need to regroup. I mean, even though we hung in there really strong and we got through everything, just towards the end, it's like, oh gosh, I just wanted to hibernate away from the world, and I think Russell too. We needed a break. We needed a break from everything. And
Needed a break from cancer.
yeah, from thinking about it all the time. And so now you only have, this is your last one. He's on his last chemo. He gets the pump off today. So yay!
That'll be my last chemo, hopefully forever.
Yeah, and then you have a scan coming up.
Yeah, I have a scan coming up on the 18th.
I think so. And that'll tell us more. And then he'll be done. Unfortunately, he has a hernia that's developed now. He goes to the doctor tomorrow to see about that, if we can get referred to like a general surgeon to fix that. And what else, honey?
Well, we had a lot of birthdays.
Yeah.
Pretty much everybody's birthday but mine has been since our last video.
Mm-hmm. Now Liam is 11, and Ethan, my son, is 23. Oh my gosh. And I am 54 now, the same age as Russell.
Yeah, and I are finally the same age.
Yep.
Again.
Mouse still isn't one. In September. September 6th.
He's our good little boy, though.
Yeah.
He got his surgery. He's all better.
Yeah,
he
hasn't eaten any more needles.
No, you just got to keep him from eating rubber and ribbons.
He still eats everything.
Ugh.
Yeah, he's crazy. And let's see, you want to talk about how you're feeling, how you've been feeling all this time? He's gained a lot of weight. What do you weigh?
Like 165 now.
Yeah, that's really good. He has a little tummy. He never had that before. It's so cute. Yeah, he's been eating a lot, and everything's really been improving. Your neuropathy, now you take the pregabalin, which is like the Lyrica, and gabapentin. But those are the only pills that he's on. Well, his bowels have been messed up a little bit, so now he has to take Purelax again.
Even though I haven't been taking it. I haven't started taking it yet, so I'm still off that.
Yeah, well, he gets constipated a lot.
Yeah, and it'll go like 7 days.
That's too many.
Yeah. So we still got to get that dialed in or go see somebody about that. Mm-hmm. Figure that out. Because that definitely doesn't work. It's not something that I could work with that condition where because there's like three days in a row, usually like 3 out of 10 days, I would say, maybe. There's no it's just sometimes I'll have it for like 2 weeks straight, it seems like.
And
but I'll be constipated, and then I'm always in the bathroom with diarrhea. Mm-hmm. And when I get diarrhea and go into the bathroom, I think I try to do a little too much, and I get hemorrhoids. Yeah. So that's fun. and then that'll last for a few days, and then they'll just boom, they're gone, and everything's fine, back to normal, and so it's going to be really hard to work with that. So,
but things are getting better, and I'm sure after this last chemo, oh goodness, I can't believe it's the last chemo, you'll be feeling a lot better, and then he can start to detoxify.
This chemo, I had to for the first time I think that we missed this last chemo is when I forgot to take a blood test. Or no, I failed the blood test. Yeah,
he's failed 2 blood tests, and then he had to put the chemo off. So it just seems like it's taken forever.
And then there was the 4th of July, and then just, oh my gosh. And then I was depressed for quite a little bit. I'd say a couple weeks.
I think you're probably still a bit depressed.
Yeah, I'm a little bit depressed still.
Yeah.
When I have more certainty in my future, I think things will pick back up. But right now, it's just, I'm out of sorts, not in my element.
Yeah. So it's really hot here. It's been like 115, 112, 113, 111. Yeah. It's just so hot. Our poor little garden. We'll do an update on it, but it's not looking very good.
We've moved a lot of pots around into shady spots.
We had to give them more shade, and The roses look spindly, but everything really is still alive. I mean, we lost a few things.
Barely still alive. It's not producing any fruit or vegetables.
They look terrible.
Our fruit tree, the big wooden planter, has about 10,000 ants.
Yeah, it has ants now. And still no mandarin. It's a mandarin tree, honey.
Yeah, I think that'll take a couple of years.
Yeah.
That's not going to happen until we're in another state.
And we got like 2 little eggplants about this big. They're still on there. And then we got just like a little tiny handful of grape tomatoes. We've got like nothing. A few chives. And we're out there every day, watering it, taking care of them. I've been fertilizing them, just everything. And there's just no hope. So we want to move.
It's a pot garden. It's because it's a pot garden and it's so hot here that the pots dry out or they get too hot.
I think they just get too hot and it fries the roots.
Yeah. Because
they stay pretty moist. You know, we water them all the way through every single day.
We were thinking about watering them twice a day.
Yeah.
Or I was thinking about that, but I don't know how much good that would do.
We planted some pumpkins and they were doing great. The pot was full. It was beautiful, so green. And then it just, like the first couple of over 110 days, just did them in, and now they're all crispy and terrible looking, but that's okay. We're trying, right?
Yeah.
So we want to move somewhere where it's cooler and where it actually rains. There's been like no rain here. We're supposed to get 11 inches a year, which is nothing. And we don't even get that anymore.
I don't even think we got an inch last year.
It's terrible.
Yeah. When it does rain here, it never rains where we are. It rains like South Phoenix or East Phoenix or something.
Gets a lot of patchy junction out there.
Yeah.
We just don't get it. I don't know why. And our neighborhood is just going to poop. It's not so much our neighborhood, but it's the area around our neighborhood.
It's just society in general. There's a lot of homeless people out there right now.
There's murders every day. There's gun violence every day. It's really scary. At our local Walmart right over here, like what? Third of a mile away, where we go all the time, someone was shot right in a mile. Oh, okay. Well, someone was shot right in the parking lot.
Yeah.
And then it made me afraid to go to Walmart. I don't want to go anywhere anymore. I'll only go in the morning when there's hardly any people out, and when it's not so hot. See, I don't want to get shot. I've come this far. I really don't want to die at the hands of some idiot. Got to make it to 90.
Yeah, we have goals now.
Yeah.
Almost to live till 90.
Yep, and we're gonna move to a cooler environment
where there's green. You know, where I grew up, it's green. In Michigan, it's all green in Michigan. You know, you have rivers and streams and ponds and lakes
and we want to be where you can fish. Stuff.
We are not moving to Michigan.
No. Yeah, but I told him at this point, I don't care. I'll take 3 feet of snow just because I have got to get out of this desert. I cannot do another summer here. This is it.
Well, you'd probably be saying that about winter in Michigan.
Our lease is up in April. Yeah, in April. So that's our plan.
April.
Yeah. That's our plan to move. I personally would like to move sooner, but we have to sell our RV, so we gotta get on that. Ethan's been cleaning it out. I mean, it's not dirty, it just has like personal items that we stocked it with and everything, so we're taking all that out, and then we're just gonna wipe it down and give it a bath. It needs a new battery, and then we're gonna list it. Yeah. So if anyone's in the market for a 1990 Toyota motorhome vintage, all cute and painted inside.
It's waterproof now.
Yeah, we redid the roof, everything. So, let us know.
What else do we got? We got some stuff on the list. So now I want to get down to the like nuts and bolts real quick. But so I'm taking 3 meds now. I'm taking gabapentin, pregabalin, and what's that other one I'm taking for nausea?
Ondansetron or prochlorperazine, one of the two. He got a new toy at Walmart and
he's eating it.
Yeah, he's eating it.
And it's made from rubber.
He doesn't want.
Oh,
he's growling. I'm afraid he's gonna bite you.
He's afraid he's gonna bite me. Go on. We gotta keep the rubber away from him. Okay, so anyways, so I'm taking those 3. I think the last one that I'm taking is on Densetron. I can't remember the dosages and stuff, but those are basically just,
You'll be nice.
they're just low dosages. I'm not taking heavy duty dosages of anything, I don't think. My last chemo, I get the pump removed today at 3:45. I can hardly wait. It's like,
Why don't you show them the last pump and then show your hernia too, so they can see. We think it's a hernia. We're not exactly positive.
oh, it's a hernia.
Yeah. Look at his tummy now. Yeah, it's right here.
Yes, I haven't gotten my weight back in muscle.
Turn a little bit so they can get like a profile. Yeah, you can really see it right there. And
yeah, just a bump.
Sometimes it makes a weird noise when you squish it in. And then he's got his pump. Last pump.
Yep, last pump.
Yep, and then hopefully he'll get to have that actual port removed. Right?
Yeah.
And then he also still has a stent inside of him that goes from his, liver to the intestines or something like that?
No, it goes from the, there's a little tube that goes from the liver to the start of the small intestine, right underneath the stomach. And there's some little holes there that regulate the amount, I guess, or just
Of the bile.
Yeah, so
Because he had so much leakage of fluid after his surgery. But that was supposed to only stay in for 2 to 3 months. And how long has it been? February, March, April, May, June, July, 5 months.
It's been 5 months.
Yeah, it's been 5 months. Almost exactly on the 11th was 5 months.
So we got to have that taken out. So I got 3 meds. I had some depression, nausea. The nausea has been terrible. I never had any nausea up until the last 2 or 3 chemos, and when I can really start to identify the taste and the smell, and when I go in there and they start injecting me with stuff and cleaning out my port and stuff like that, it really puts a lot of stuff into my blood and into my system, and I can taste it and smell it, and it is gross, and I am over it. I just can't even. It makes me want to throw up. So yeah, there's that. Feet and hands neuropathy is it's still there. It's still pretty severe if I don't take my meds. Luckily now they got me on 2 different meds. Before I was on just gabapentin, and that worked pretty good for a time, but then it started to not work so good. So then they gave me pregabalin to take with the gabapentin. So now I'm taking 2 pills instead of 1, 3 times a day.
And it helps.
Oh, it helps big time.
Yeah. So overall, you've had 18. It's 18, 12 plus 6.
Chemos,
18 rounds of chemo and a big old giant surgery. Half your liver removed, your gallbladder, a bunch of your colon.
Yeah, I'm ready to be unplugged from all this stuff and just to be healing now. Just to not have to do any more chemicals, no more pills, no more nothing. Just let my body heal itself for a while.
We'll know more after the scan. Hopefully they won't find anything and you won't have to have, 3 more months. Or is it 3 or 6 months? I think it's 3 months.
More?
Yeah, chemo.
Wait. I'm done with chemo.
Well, unless they find something, right?
Oh, right. But they won't find anything right away anyways, because the chemo the scan that they're going to do now shouldn't show any cancer.
It's just a CT scan.
Yeah, because the doctor said, our doctor said that it's very rare that any chemo or any cancer will build up enough to see it when you're on chemo. Yeah. So well,
let's keep our fingers crossed.
Yeah, so the next one after that, 6 months from now, I guess it would probably be, that's when the cancer will show, possibly, if I have something growing.
Well, let's hope not.
Yeah, let's hope
not. But overall, it's just been a miracle. We didn't even know. It's been a whole year since he was diagnosed. And we didn't even know if he was going to be alive at this time last year when the whole thing started. He weighed 118. Now you're 160, 162?
165.
Oh, 165. I mean, that's just amazing.
Yeah, it's all right here, right in my stomach.
He's had all the chemo, the surgery, and it's worked. It's just, to me, it's such a miracle.
I don't know we needed all those chemicals. Holy crap.
Well, we probably did because, look, you're like going to be in remission.
Yeah, I don't even think about the chemicals. Those are disgusting. Chemo is very gross.
Yeah. He's had more trouble with this one, with the nausea and everything. But his hair hasn't fallen out. I mean, it's gotten a little bit thinner.
I can see it on the white shirts.
Oh, you find little hairs.
Yeah, a lot of hairs.
Yeah. You've gotten thinner, but he's by no means. He still has eyebrows and eyelashes and everything.
Yeah, even though the sides of my eyebrows did go away.
Yeah, the little sides of them. But yeah, he still has hair.
Yep.
He's doing good. I'm so proud of him. He's handled it so well, so much better than I could have.
Oh, I'm ready to be done with it, though. Let me tell you.
I was telling him the other day when, he had to go in and he was laying there right before they took him into surgery. I would have been bawling. I would have been in such a state. And he was so brave, even though it was terrifying. It was so terrifying.
But I wanted to also say constipation, hemorrhoids, baby wipes from Kroger baby wipes are the best thing that I found. They don't burn. They're really awesome.
Those are the aloe and cucumber.
Aloe and cucumber ones. Yeah, those are good. That's good stuff right there. The hernia hurts a little bit. But we have a doctor's appointment scheduled with a GP.
Tomorrow.
My GP tomorrow.
Yeah,
So
and my son, Ethan, he has really bad migraines. So I took him to our doctor not too long ago, and then he had to see a neurologist, and now he has to have a brain MRI. So hopefully there's not going to be anything
That's
in
just
that.
standard practice.
Yeah, they said just to make sure that she thinks it's just classic migraines, but he gets them bad. He throws up and everything, and he gets anywhere from 2 to 5 a week. So he's on all this medication and stuff now to help him. Keep your fingers crossed for that too, and we're going to try to make more updates, and not just updates, but just vlog our life, what we're doing, or things we do.
Yeah, we're going to start making more videos again.
Yeah,
it's
we
a lot
also
of fun,
had to
and it's
stop.
nice to communicate with everybody. And
We didn't have the money, everything costs money, like the video editing software costs money, the music costs money,
and they don't let you just buy stuff
money.
outright anymore. You remember back in the old days when you used to be able to buy a program, like Photoshop, Adobe Photoshop. You used to be able to buy Adobe Photoshop. Then you had the disc. You could install it, uninstall it, do whatever you want with it. Now you got to rent. You got to pay monthly charge or yearly.
This month was really, really tight. So with all our birthdays and everything, so we had to cancel everything. But we can.
Which we weren't using it anyway.
Yeah.
We had taken a break from videos and stuff, and I was going through depression, and Dana was going through living with somebody with depression.
Yeah, which makes me depressed because I'm very sensitive to other people and their feelings and emotions. So we're doing better now. We're feeling better. Not great, but I'd say better. We just want all of this to be done and behind us, and get the scan done. Hopefully we can forget about it all for a while. It's funny because the counselor that Russell saw kind of at the beginning, she said that usually when you're going through all of it, you're fine. It's like, okay, we have to do this, we get through it. And then after you're done, it's like depression can set in, and it's kind of overwhelming, like all that we've been through. And this whole last year has been such a roller coaster.
Yeah, because it doesn't do you any good to feel sick. And for me to feel nauseous at the beginning of all this, that would have been a catastrophe.
Yeah. We're just lucky that it came at the very end when he's like, "Oh, I don't think I can do anymore."
So that's true. You just when you're right in the middle of it, you just hammer on. You just keep doing what you have to do every day, and but once it's all over, at least once there's the light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah.
Things start to sink in.
Thankfully, very, very blessed.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not time for you to be gone yet.
No, that's what the lady at the Ironwood told me.
Yeah, the cancer center.
Cancer center, yeah. Everybody seems to think so.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're gonna keep this short because the numbers that show how many minutes this video's been going are red, and I think they're usually black. So
hopefully it's not going to show up on there. It's been 20 minutes and 27 seconds, in case you're interested. Of course, the final video will probably be less because I think we messed up at the beginning and
we
cut
just
it off.
redid it.
All right. Oh, and also another thing that happened that made me depressed is I smashed my foot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
So that is still healing. I should have taken pictures of it, but it was awful. It was
it was horrible. That was the worst bruise I've ever seen in my life, and it was a broken blood vessel, cracked bone.
Yeah, on the top of my foot, just under my toes. And the whole foot was just swollen and black, and Russell thought my toes were going to fall.
I thought she was going to get gangrene or something.
And I never did go to the doctor. I don't like to go to the doctor, but I just immediately put ice on it and elevated it and limped around for quite a while. I'm still wearing my slippers most of the time, but I can wear my tennis shoes and stuff now and my white sandals, so
yeah,
that's good. It's taken a long time. It was not just a couple of days. It's been
a month.
Yeah, at least a month. 6 weeks by now. Yeah, but it still hurts a little bit. There's a little bump on the top that I think I'm gonna make it.
Yeah. And she's got all of her toes.
All my toes are still there. Yeah. It was scary though. It hurt so bad.
And it was big time black and blue. I'd never seen anything like that before.
So anyways, what had happened is this little spring on the side of our dishwasher, we have this really heavy stainless steel dishwasher. The spring that holds the door open, it usually just cracks a little bit and then you just pull it down. Well, it had broken and I went to...
No one knew. This was the first time we discovered it was broken.
I went to do the dishes and I pulled it open really hard because I was expecting it to have that tension on there, and so I just pulled it and it didn't stop and it just went whack down on my foot, and it had a metal bar that hit right there on top of my foot. And that's what happened.
That door's pretty heavy.
Yeah, I probably should have gone to the emergency room. But
for sure.
They would have taken my blood pressure and caused me all sorts of stress. So, although my blood pressure should be good now because I'm taking my blood pressure medication. Yeah. But anyways, that's my story. My big event.
Yeah, that was a big event. Yeah, that was a big one. I can't believe we forgot about that.
Yeah, and that's about it, I'd say.
Yeah, that's about it.
Nothing too much. So we'll get back with you soon.
Yep.
Hopefully.
Thank you for watching.
Yeah, and thanks for hanging in there. And we did see all the comments and stuff, but I never even signed in. I just was like, oh no, I don't even want to go down that road right now because then I feel obligated to talk to everybody and
more and more and more.
Yeah, and it's like, when do I stop? And then I don't want people to feel left out. Like if I answer somebody's question and not others, and I feel bad that I've left somebody out. And we appreciate all of you so much.
And I quit working. I quit working until my chemo's over and I'm done with taking all these pills and everything.
It just got to be dangerous.
I don't like to drive when I'm on, even though I'm only on gabapentin and pregabalin right now.
Yeah, and the Jeep doesn't have air conditioning. And he came home one day, he was having a heat stroke or something. He couldn't even get in the door. He was so out of it and just like crawled
That was when I was taking all the medications too. That was the last
Laid
day
there
too.
on the
I
floor.
cut my medications way back after that.
And I put towels on him and gave him some juice and everything. It was terrible. He hadn't eaten. I didn't know if it was like low blood sugar plus the heat. Because he had to drive over an hour in no air conditioning, and it was over 100 that day. And
this is Phoenix too. When you're sitting on your back patio, that 115 degrees is a lot different than when you're in your vehicle on the blacktop,
surrounded by other cars. It's hot.
Yeah.
Like, I can't barely stand it. I can only go out in the morning, and we have this open right now for the video, our curtain. But usually it's like a cave in here, and I'm complete opposite. Like I like bright and airy, and I like to open the windows and let real air come in and everything, but you just can't do that. This is the first summer where I've actually had to just close everything, keep it dark, and just sit in the dark and wait for it to cool down, which it really never does.
No, we used to be able to run or keep a window open and have the AC, and when the AC kicked on, that's when we knew it was time to close all the windows and doors, but it doesn't do that
anymore. You have to keep it going 24/7, and it's just bad for your health, and the air is so dry and it just shrivels you up. So we're looking forward to moving somewhere where it rains and snows and we can have 4 seasons.
Sounds a lot like Michigan. But Michigan is expensive. We're looking to move someplace a little less expensive than Michigan, obviously.
Yeah.
Very.
All right. So I guess we'll talk to you soon. Thanks, everybody.
Yep. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.
Bye bye.